Hi guys, welcome back to Dave's YouTube channel. I was thinking with these videos becoming quite popular that maybe I need a bit of a nickname or something better than just Dave. Maybe I could call myself, I was thinking from now on I could say Diamond Dave. Even though on my table I've got circles, not diamonds. I think everyone would know what it means if I said Diamond Dave's YouTube channel. So I was sitting on the couch having a little bit of a drink, a little bit of a bourbon and cola, and I thought a lot of people ask me, Dave, what do you take with you in your bag when you go to play pool or billiards? And I thought it might be interesting for some of you to see exactly what I carry in my pool bag if I have to travel somewhere to play a tournament or a challenge match or something like that. So today's video is about the top 5 things that every pool player should have in their cue case by Diamond Dave. Okay? All right, let's get started. So, number 5. Let's have a look and see what I've got. So, one thing I always carry is one of these mini files. I've got a shaft here. You can see they're very small, very convenient and precise. A lot of people have the bigger files, but they're really hard to, just precisely shape your tip. So if you've just got a loose fiber or something, one of these mini files is great. They don't take up any space, and you can very precisely just, take off a loose fiber or rough up the tip slightly. Really effective. You can just buy them from like a Daiso or a dollar store. Often they come in a pack of 2 or 3. Really handy. That's my number 5, a mini file. Okay, let's see what else I've got in here. Number 4 is my extension. Now this happens to be a Mez Pro extension. It's made from a material, and Mez sells it for about $150 US, which I think is a really reasonable price for an item like this. And it just screws into the bottom of your cue, and if you're not comfortable playing rest shots, this is vital. You can use this to reach really difficult shots that otherwise you might need the rest for. Now, I used to be a snooker player, so I'm really comfortable with the rest, but still I prefer to use both hands on my cue, and so number 4 in my cue case is this really reasonably priced $150 US Mez Pro extension. Okay, let's go. Now, number 3 in my cue case is a glove. Now personally, I hate using a glove. Like I said, I came from the snooker world and we never use gloves in snooker. And I really like to feel the wood on my hand when I play a shot. It really keeps the connection strong, makes me feel like I'm in touch with the cue, like I'm one with the cue. And I find that when I wear a glove, that sort of brings in a disconnect between the cue and me. And I don't like that. But, and I'm sure you've all experienced this, it's horrible when you're in a pool hall and the humidity's high and the owner won't put the air conditioning on, or it's a rainy day and that cue just will not stop sticking to your hand. So even though I hate using a glove, my number 3 for what's in my cue bag is a glove. Because even though I don't like the disconnect that using a glove puts between the cue and the player, I prefer to have a smooth cue gliding on my hand than a sticky cue, because that can really mess up your cue action, can bring in all sorts of errors into the cue action. So number 3 in my case is the glove. Okay, getting high on the list now. There's only 2 left, so let's have a look. Okay, now actually these 2 are together, and really this could replace this. This is the Kamui Gator Grip, and it's a tip scuffer. So it comes in this little magnetic, beautiful wooden design, and it's a little magnetic cover that you just slip off, and here is a metal rough surface, and you can use this to clean your to rough up your tip. So it's really small, convenient, just slips in your case. You take off the magnetic cover and you can just rough up your tip just like that. The other thing you can do is press down and rotate it over the tip to perforate the leather of the tip so that your chalk really holds nicely. Now, an alternative to the Kamui Gator Grip is one of these classic Willard tip shapers. Now, these come in both dime and nickel radius. I'm an Australian, so I don't know what that means, but I just use the shape that I like. Now, these are also metal, probably stainless steel, and they're made in the US of A. Now, in here, there's a well, and that is also a really rough metal surface. This will last a lifetime. Now, all you do is put your tip in there and you rotate your cue. You can roll it across your lap or between your hands, and you just rotate the tip in there, and it gives you a perfect dime or nickel shaped radius. I don't know what they are, but I just choose the one that I like, okay? So these two are always in my bag at number 2. Now, finally, this is a great buy, and I've never seen at my number 1 spot, I've never seen any other player with one of these in their cue bag. Now, sometimes I like to search on AliExpress or Alibaba and just see if I can find, you know, some sort of hidden product that no one else has used before. And I was thinking that sometimes it's really hard to clean my cue. If I'm using a wooden shaft, if I'm using carbon fiber, I can just use an alcohol wipe. But if I'm using a wooden shaft, I like to use one of these cue whizzers. It's got a really fine grain kind of sandpaper on one side, leather on the other for burnishing. And all you have to do is just give your shaft a wipe like this. But sometimes when you're in the middle of a match and the pressure's high, the adrenaline's pumping, you don't really want to expend that extra energy and strength by moving this up and down your shaft like this. It does a great job, really smooths out the shaft, but it takes energy to do that. So one day I was searching on Alibaba. Actually, to tell you the truth, I was looking for lathes on AliExpress so that I could do some re-tipping. And I found this great device that allows me to smooth out my shaft really efficiently without wasting energy. So, number 1 in my cue case is this beauty. It's called the Future Pro, and it's perfect, travel size, fits inside your cue case, and you can use it to help you clean your shaft. Let me show you how it works. I've just got to find the power cord. There we go. Unfortunately, it does need power. It's not battery operated. But okay, I've got to get this plugged in somewhere. Just bear with me a second. Where can I plug it in? You know, with my YouTube videos becoming more and more popular, I worked on my lighting game and I had this little blue light here for a bit of atmosphere, but I'm just going to have to unplug it for a second so I can show you how this beauty works. Oh, my light's battery powered, so it'll stay on. All right. Okay, so what we do, you just plug the power cord in here. Okay, and on here there's a power button. Just make sure, is that working? Yep, okay. All right, now on the inside here, let me see, there's a button, you can make it move up. Let me see. Hang on, just, it's a little bit tricky. Okay, don't know if you can see, but on the inside here, there's a rubber holder, and it's perfect for your shaft. So you just pop your shaft in the middle there, and then when you press the power button, now these plus and minus buttons control the speed. So when you press one of these, the cue, you can see there, goes up and down perfectly. So all you need to do is just hold this here. No energy wasted. In the middle of a tournament, you can pull this out, plug it in, and clean your shaft. You've just got to reposition your cue whiz or cue cleaner up and down the shaft. Perfect. And if you need a little bit more power, just press the plus button. You can see it goes faster. Isn't that great? I've never seen another pool player with one of these. And it goes quite fast as well. Look at that. Perfect. And all you have to do, you got to hang on to it though, because it gets a little bit wild, but all you've got to do is flip over your cue is to the leather side and get a really good burnish. Just press the plus button again. And it even, just to give that natural feeling, it's got different patterns as well. Just got to be careful though. I don't know why they added this button, but there's a button here. Just watch out for it. When you press it, it makes some pretty interesting sounds. Can you hear that? I don't know. This is from AliExpress. It's pretty crazy. Hang on, I don't know how to I'm gonna turn that off there. Whoa, whoa, okay. So just pull that out. It's from AliExpress, and the Chinese do some pretty crazy things sometimes. So maybe that's why they've got that. I don't know, maybe in pool halls over there, that noise is kind of normal. If you're in an American pool hall, I probably wouldn't press that button. But look at that, no effort. Automatically moves the shaft up and down, smooth as a baby's bum. Perfect. So this is called the Future Pro, and that's always in my cue case because sometimes I don't want to use that extra energy to keep my shaft clean. So that's the top 5 things that Diamond Dave keeps in his pool cue case. All right guys, till the next time, have a good one. Merry Christmas. Bye.